Let's talk.
Nerd!
Warning, this show contains spoilers.
And we are live. Welcome back, everyone, to the Let's Talk Nerds Weekly Not So Weekly podcast. Once again, joined by your host, Special Hornet, and co-host Alley Cat, and the infamous Reno.
Hey.
Guys, we actually have quite a few fun topics today, so we'll probably just jump right into it. But first, let's talk nerds news. So this week we did a lot of For Honor, still continuing to do a lot of For Honor. I finally unlocked Centurion. Tune into that later today because I'm about to make some people rage quit. And yeah, other than that, we did a little Helldivers yesterday. We actually got all 3 campaigns done. That was cool.
Anything new?
Those predator those fog strain of bugs are attacking planets now, and they are really, 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 really hard. Like,
yeah,
dear fucking
How
god, hard.
How many times did we
Did we what?
have to redo? We did it. We redid the mission twice, right?
We did one campaign and then failed it, and then redid another one.
But yeah, the only reason why we completed one mission, it was a flag mission. We
Yeah,
probably had 20 people come in.
yeah, we had
because
20
people
people
kept coming and
kept
leaving.
leaving and joining and leaving and joining, and
But we were out of lives, though.
so we were out of lives, but we did it. We finished it. It was fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. But yeah, those predator strains are they're crazy. They're fucking fast. They hit like they attack like machine guns. Like, you don't even have time. If you get hit, you have no time to stem before they hit you again and kill you.
What's the best weapon to use against them, you think?
I have really no idea. I tried using the flamethrower gun I have. I tried using the fire shotgun, machine guns.
Mhm.
They're just really fucking hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good luck to any of you bug fighters out there that like to
Try to sleep.
well, yeah, like to cry sleep and all that. We thought that bugs were just being too easy now because apparently they decided to flip them in overdrive. I think the robots are more fun to fight at this point than the actual fucking bugs,
Really?
Yeah.
which is funny as a bit as the turnaround. Other than that, there's not really anything else going. I mean, the squids are still being the squids. Yeah, game is in a kind of a stagnant state right now. Nothing too new or too crazy. But hopefully they'll do some bigger updates here soon. Having new bugs to fight is pretty nice, but the bugs already have such a variety of enemy types that they never really feel that stale compared to like, well, obviously the squids only have like 5 different enemies, I think, and then like the robots are a little.
Yeah, I thought that was the next update was new bad guys for the squids.
Well, that's what people are hoping for, and that's what they were predicting, but it just never happened. So everyone's like sad. But yeah. Other than that, and then Allie played. What was it you called? You played it yesterday on your stream. Dinko. What was that like?
Well, I think we had a couple of hiccups because the game doesn't really explain some things. Like, so you have to play a day first before you can play multiplayer. And I was gonna have Rash host the world, but he quit the game to invite me. But he didn't sleep first to complete the day, so he had to do it all over again. And then we we finally got that done, and then we were trying to figure out where I could get my own sleeping bag so we could both sleep to complete the day. So I quit the game thinking I had to bring my bed from my world, but it didn't save and I couldn't pick it up. And then we had to do some Google searching to figure out that she sells it, but it's like, it looks like a prop in her house, but it's actually a pile of sleeping bags you just buy.
Wow.
So we figured that out. Huh?
What's the game called again?
Dinkum.
Oh, Dinkum. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like in the Outbacks. And it's kind of like a little, not like animated, but like bubbly anime kind of style game. But it's fun. It just takes a while, and we're learning as we go, trying to figure out how we like advance in this stuff. 'Cause you can
DINKUM?
build like cities and stuff, but
DINKUM?
yeah. Yeah, and we're trying to figure out also, because you buy licenses to be able to like mine, to farm, whatever. And so we're trying to figure out how like we advance to be able to like break certain wood, because like I guess the axe isn't big enough.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever else. Yeah, we're probably gonna play it on Friday. If it works out for both of us. So
tomorrow?
it's fun. It's just, yeah.
Nice.
But, you know. We have a lot to advance. And then we raided someone, and they had, like, a world that was, like, 5 years and something long, and they've been playing for,
Wow.
like, 3 years.
Hmm.
And I was like, dang, okay.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, it says the game released July 14th, 2022.
wow.
Mhm.
That's a long
they've been
time
playing
to have a
a while.
world going. I wonder how far along they are.
Yeah, they had a
Still
couple
says early
saves.
access game. But I guess that just means because they're adding stuff all the time.
Yeah. Who knows? But
But that's cool. But yeah, well, people can look forward to seeing you play that. She streams it on her main Twitch, but you upload it to YouTube, don't you? Or do you?
I can, yeah. I can do a straight VOD, or I can edit it. Do whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, if you think people would be interested to see. But yeah, and then like I said, I've just been doing more For Honor. Reno and Ali might join me on that if Ali can figure out how to download it. And
I don't know what's wrong. I clicked it. I logged in with the thing after I figured out I didn't like my birthday, and
soft launcher
I would
sucks.
click it, and it would like the download button would like have the little dots on it, and it would stay like that, and I would exit out of it, and I would click it again, and it just I don't know.
Well, we'll
I don't
figure
know
it
what's
out,
wrong with it.
or maybe who knows. But Reno might try it again and see if he can just learn how to parry.
Yeah. That's, I was having trouble with that back back when I started playing, what, like years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time now. But cool. All
Yeah.
right, well let's get into our first show topic. What do you guys want to start? Want to do Devil May Cry?
You could start with Daredevil because it's pretty short. I mean, there's a
Oh yeah,
you talked about it before.
season finale of Daredevil. Reno, what do you think of season finale?
It was good. I mean, you got to
He's all
see,
giggling.
yeah, Kingpin's actual, what he was thinking with the company, and I like him. I like when he squishes the commissioner's head
Right.
to show how powerful he is, and I don't know if they were all superheroes that were in there or masked vigilantes, but yeah, you got to see everything you wanted to see, and you got to see Punisher and stuff, but it was more of a build up for Kingpin and his wife than anything else. Then it ended. So season 2, I think I'm gonna look forward to seeing it, because I think it's gonna be about more Daredevil. Now he's gonna be back, and
Outlawing lawyers.
because it's martial law now over there, and so I think it's gonna be a lot of action. But I mean, the fight scene was great with Punisher and Daredevil. I mean, it was an awesome fight scene, seeing how brutal Punisher is, and that actor just plays him spot on. So, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Well, I mean, the actors for this show, they portray every character very good.
Yeah.
Like they are. I think they're, unfortunately, it's going to suck too, because I think they're having like the Wolverine effect, on those characters now, where like no one will accept anyone else
Yeah.
playing those characters.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know-
It'll be a while. It's like the Wolverine effect, and no one could play Iron Man for a while.
yeah, or Tony.
So-
Yeah, no one can play Tony Stark again. Ali, what did you now that the series is over? What do you think? I know like your biggest like takeaway or like complaint with a lot of these shows was no superpowers.
Yeah.
with
I
all
mean,
so
it's not really my cup of tea. I'm more like my anime, more eccentric stuff. But I definitely think like all the fighting scenes were really clean. I mean, talking to you guys and seeing how the characters need to like be perceived and stuff are pretty spot on. Like, and I can see that. Like, without knowing how specific characters are supposed to be, I could tell you, yeah, this is how they are in the show, and it's coincides with people that aren't super into that universe while also like depicting exactly what they need to be as the show went on. So
yeah.
I think if you like that type of show, like I think this is one of the better ones than like any of the other
Well,
live action. I mean, we've
I
talked
think-
about that before.
Yeah, I think Daredevil is one of the only shows that did good, actually, or like was good. Because none of the
Yeah,
other,
Daredevil and Punisher,
oh,
I
Punisher,
think, were good.
but
the
like
best ones
Iron
out of
Fist
them.
and all those other ones just really were not that good. They did not do a good job portraying those characters well. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It was cool to, it was cool to see the Daredevil show pretty much come back. This is pretty much just a reboot of the show. And it's cool to see just the world continued to be, expanded upon.
Yeah.
And
I've
something
been
I
trying to
always,
see what the second one is gonna be like.
I always wonder about stuff like this because, so Kingpin is now he was the mayor of New York City, right? Like all of New York City.
Yeah, he's the mayor.
So I wonder what happens. Like you have obviously your mass vigilantes, but what happens with like characters like the Avengers? Like if I think Iron Man obviously is not around anymore because he died, but like what would
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? But he is definitely. But I'm talking like characters that are like, because Spider-Man is a mass vigilante, but he is a mass vigilante. No one knows who Spider-Man is, or people know who Iron Man is, or characters like
Yeah.
Iron Man, or like obviously if this was like the actual main Marvel, you'd have like the Fantastic Four. I think their building is in
Yeah, their buildings
York.
were right by. Yeah, their buildings in New York. I
Like,
think
how did
the
they not
Young Avengers are there.
intervene?
how they not what?
Yeah. How
Well,
are they
in
not
the comic,
intervening?
in the comic book, it's a whole series. I think when
Yeah.
when Kingpin becomes mayor, you see everybody in it, but you have to read those specific comics. You could just read Daredevil, and that's just Daredevil and Kingpin's perspective. But Kingpin shows up in each of their comics, and especially I think this one was like a series type of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure because
Well,
I
'cause
never really.
I think there was if I remember right, in this series, what was it? Is when Spider-Man actually was black suit Spider-Man, and I think Kingpin tried to threaten Aunt May, and he beat the shit out of Kingpin. Like he made him look like shit. I don't know if this is exactly like one-for-one comparison, but like that was something that happened in that universe. I think that's when like Iron Man got Peter to like reveal who he was, like because they were doing the hero registration.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's when they registered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
and that was a big crossover between like 6 different comics and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think even the X-Men and stuff show up in it. I know in Civil War they do,
Yeah.
but with Kingpin, Daredevil and Kingpin, that's his main, bad guy. So, but you just have to. I think with the shows, mostly their explanation is they're off planet or they're not.
They're not in New York. for
Not
some
in New
reason.
York.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
in New York. Yeah, like Spider-Man could be in a whole different type of universe or whatever. Nobody even knows who he is, so he might not want to, go through with that right now, because I think with his movies is nobody knows him now at all.
Yeah, well, he reset everything so that everyone forgot that he was Spider-Man because of that spell. And then what was it? Not Mephisto.
What?
Oh, Mysterio.
Mysterio, yeah, Mephisto. Who's Mephisto again? Isn't that like the big bad devil of Marvel? Mephisto.
I think so.
Quick Google search. Sorry, just having a brain fart. Yeah, Mephisto, fictional character appearing in American comic books published by Marvel. Character first appeared in Silver Surfer #3 and was created by Stan Lee. A demon character that from the Foss legend who has sometimes Anyway, so yeah, Mephisto. I had to make sure I remember.
Oh, I think he was in Thor.
Mephisto?
Yeah, remember he was he captured Thor in the beginning, and
No.
Thor jumped out, and it was like that really quick scene where he's just
No, that's
that wasn't him.
That was a fire giant, the guy that's supposed to bring like Ragnarok or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I just remember that scene, and that was a really funny scene.
Oh yeah, he was chained up and just spinning around. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they. Hopefully, they'll take what they do here with Daredevil and just expand it to more shows and more characters, because a lot of their other live action shows have just been very boring lately.
Bland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you watch the ending to it, they show that they're probably going to do that one, shot special with Punisher, because Punisher breaks that guy's arm and gets out.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know why you would shake Punisher's hand.
Didn't at the beginning of the series that one, or was that Spider-Man? I think it was Spider-Man that person was undercover, but was the.
No, that was
Hawkeye?
the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where
I
I
want
don't know.
to introduce more characters besides just Punisher, because I'm like, whoopee, Punisher.
Well, they had the White Tiger for an episode.
Well, they might have the girl become the new White Tiger, because we were talking about that last time. Is White Tiger's actually a girl?
Well, at least it becomes a girl usually, so it adds up. But cool.
Yeah.
All right, next thing.
Transition.
Since Allie likes anime, Devil May Cry. I loved it. I thought it was funny and cool and actiony. I like the White Rabbit.
It was really clean animated. Ain't gonna lie.
You like his six?
Really liked it. I'm excited for season 2. Because he has yet to meet his brother.
Yeah.
And see what happens between the worlds. Because obviously, the world or America or whatever has invaded the other world.
Yeah.
Or universe or whatever. So there's a lot of opportunities. I don't know if there is any transition with the video games or not, but
a little bit. I always forgot how trippy it was because I played a few of the Devil May Cry games. I always forgot how trippy it was, like when they would how they would enter like the other world and to fight the demons and shit. And I think how, because I was like, that's how I go on, Rena.
I was just saying, for me, I think that since I only played like some of the games and only like the first levels, it really didn't have any conflict to me, because I was watching someone else's review and they said that the storyline didn't really coexist with the game, but it's supposed to be its own anime. So since I didn't play the game, I'm kind of glad that I just enjoyed the story and everything. Because I knew he had a twin brother. I think he fights him in one of the games. And I know he goes and fights demons. So.
And he fights him at the end of. So this was Devil May Cry 5 was the game that was my first exposure to the game. I believe it was Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah.
Actually, this doesn't look familiar. I'll look up more. But Devil May Cry, it was a very controversial game for the time.
Why?
It just wasn't received well by most people, I guess, for some reason. But yeah, no, it just it's been a long time since I've looked into the game, or was playing it or doing anything with it. I just remember people who were big fans of Devil May Cry just not liking it as much. I know at the end of Devil May 5, Dante and Virgil do fight. Again, I think it's Devil May Cry 5. But they do end up fighting at the end of the game because I think it's Virgil that wants to rule humans or something like that. So
the rabbit, aka the rabbit.
Yeah, aka the rabbit. But no, it was interesting how in the game between the different worlds and stuff and learning their lore, because I think the one I played was supposed to be kind of like what's it called, a reboot to the series almost. I'll look into it some more, but yeah, people didn't take it. I think that's probably why it was a reboot and people didn't like it very much. But I thought it was cool, but I was also obviously an outside fan looking in, so. But damn, do they have a lot of Devil May Cry stuff that you can buy on Steam?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things with Devil May Cry, DLCs and whatever else.
Put Devil May Cry in Naraka. I enjoyed the series. I never really talked to many other people who were hardcore fans of the game. But Al, you just said they just didn't really like some people didn't like how it didn't follow the game. Exactly.
I only saw that stuff online. The people I actually talked to, Mighty Chance and Fails and other people, they said that the anime has really, some aspects of the game, but it really has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's not following the story at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, I heard that the rabbit guy, he's not in the game, he's in the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then you also have...
He's a demon actually in the manga too. He's not a human.
He's not human.
Yep.
But I'm excited for season 2 for that show. It'll be a fun watch. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I really liked how they did all the episodes, especially episode 6, where you're kind of just watching and you're okay, he's fighting, whatever, they're trying to get the stone from him, and then episode 6 makes you really feel kind of for the white rabbit guy, where you're just okay, and
doing it.
Yeah, they just did it so well with no talking, just music, and the animation was good. It was just really smooth, and how they did that whole season, I think.
Yeah.
And I guess in the game, Dante is not a one-liner type of guy, so they kind of made him, a Spider-Man type character where, he does one-liners. But I liked it. I thought he was funny. Especially the fight.
One-liners are funny. They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch this, you don't expect it to be like the video game. Don't watch it because you're in love with the video game. Watch it for an anime.
Yeah.
With the same characters, but not the same
Well, cause I still feel like they got Dante's like personality right though. Like what people like about him from the games. I still feel like he's still that character. He's still funny and like, you know, a badass.
Yeah, I mean, and I like them. I like the music they use because that's kind of
I
like
love the
what I listened
introduction.
to when I was living in Washington and stuff, and that was the kind of music I listened to. So I enjoyed all that. So,
I love the introduction. I watched every episode, like I didn't skip it because I was like,
Yeah.
this song is fire, this animation is fire, this art is so good. Like I was like, I want to make that, but I can't do that. But one thing that people did talk about a lot was the fact that his powers were not consistent, like his winning and losing, and like him losing against the human girl lady. They were like, that's not consistent at all, like compared to, like, they were using the video game as an instance, but I'm not from like using it from the video game, and I can tell, it's kind of inconsistent whenever he is winning and losing fights. It's like,
well, I mean, he might be
noticed that
holding back too against the human girl. So
yeah.
And they have really good female fan service. Them abs, right, Allie?
Yeah.
when I saw the uniforms, it reminded me of Vegeta's uniform.
Vagina.
For Dragon Ball.
From Dragon
Ball Z.
Yeah,
so if you look at his,
vagina.
you know, because he has the gray uniform and the yellow, shoulder thing. That's kind of reminded me of the uniform that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
I'm definitely excited for season 2.
Do they have an announcement for when season 2 will come out? Or did they even say there's going to be a season 2?
I think it would just depend on how good.
Yeah, because it just came out.
Yeah, it's just speculations. Recent confirmed that its new animation that is going to receive a second season. Well, at least we know it's going to have one. Some shows, like what was it? Netflix was pissing a lot of people off because they were like canceling really popular animated shows and doing like using them for like tax write-offs and stuff. People were like, why? But then freaking like Bridgerton will get another 4 fucking seasons. I don't think it's still getting more seasons, but
yeah.
Are you sure it's not?
I don't think so. I hope not. Dear God.
I was gonna say something. Hold on. Let me think. Oh, someone mentioned like whenever that other anime that was released in 2007, that people were split, like just the watching versus the video game and watching people, like they were split at the same kind of reason that it might happen again with this anime, because the storyline isn't the same and some of the character development isn't the same, and so there might be a little controversy.
Castlevania, that show?
No, the 2007 Devil May Cry anime.
Oh, okay.
Because it happened, some of the same things happened, and he noticed like certain communities were split and argued a lot about it. People that just enjoy the anime versus the people that were upset that it wasn't like the game. So it might be interesting to see what people talk about.
Yeah, I'll have to stream around the internet and see, but I mean, I for the most part usually just ignore a lot of people's hates nowadays, because people just hate to hate, especially if it's not exactly like, there's some stuff that's very justified not to like a lot of new Star Wars stuff, but you gotta let the show. I mean, especially because you got people always say, "Oh, it's not stories, not like the video game." Well, storytelling in shows and stuff is a lot different than storytelling in video games. Mainly because you literally are playing the story. You're not having to watch the story. So, you're not the one making the decisions and stuff. So having and then also when you make a show, you want it to be able to kind of stand on its own. You don't want to just retell a 1-for-1 of the same game. You want something different. That way, when people come to watch it, it can be something different.
Yeah. And I definitely think that they did their take on it well to engage people and not have it be the exact same. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, because and that's what's funny because you have animes like, what's it called? The Castlevania. You have animes like that people love, but that's because Castlevania is a much looser story from its video game. But people love that, and it doesn't follow the game 1-for-1 though. But people still love it because it's still a great story. But also different fan bases can be crazier than others. So.
And I think Devil May Cry might be very niche. So the people that are just watching the anime just for watching it is probably going to be bigger than the people that play the game.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think it would be probably the older generation, probably my age, who have played a lot of Devil May Cry since, the games came out when I was still in high school.
Yeah, I mean, there's still this last Devil May Cry 5 came out in 2019 or something.
Oh, okay, well, I guess I wasn't in high school, but I mean, I think it was the first PlayStation, one of the first PlayStation games or Xbox games or something like that.
You should go see if you have it on your PlayStation 2.
Yeah, I should. But the 2007 the TV miniseries has 12 episodes. I mean, I'm watching the trailer. It looks okay to me, but
maybe we can do a comparison between the two for next week.
Yeah,
episode for episode, because I think there's the same. Well, this one has 9 episodes, or is it 12?
Well, I mean, you could tell the animation is basically old school anime. Where,
Yeah. This one felt like Invincible almost.
Yeah.
That's kind of how
It has 8 episodes.
The current one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had.
And you probably just enjoyed it too much. You were like, da, 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 da. You were wishing there was more.
Yeah.
I think they could have combined the last 2 episodes. Though it was kind of just dragged out.
Make it
the fight and kind of the fight, and then they all thought they won, and then he comes back.
Then more fight, and then he almost dies, and then he's like, "Ooh, kick ass!" And then she stabs him.
That's the Dragon Ball Z episodes of. That's not my final form.
Well, Reno, you said you liked episode 6 the most. That was your favorite?
I think episode 6 was the one where they were explaining about the White Rabbit and the girl, why she joined, why she became a hunter, and all that other stuff.
Yeah. Well, this one is because episode 6 is only 21 minutes long. It's the shortest episode.
Oh. Well, there was no talking in it. It was all music. I mean, and even the animation was different. Style. Yeah, different art style, different everything. Since it was the past, I kind of liked how they did that. The other thing, I like the fight scene against the brothers in the plane.
Yeah.
And when they blow up the plane and he's falling and stuff, I like that. I like that part too.
I kind of thought he killed him, but he came back.
He keeps calling back.
Well, he killed one guy. I thought that one brother.
That one guy that he cut his head off is his brother.
Yeah.
So, I put that together and I was like, did he just kill his brother? And he doesn't realize it?
Well, it could be like Supernatural though. he just kills them and they go back to the demon realm.
Yeah, and then they come
Well,
back.
he has super
And then they
healing.
come
in the
back.
show.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, his brother's in the prison getting the demons out. That's how it ends. So
Yeah, no, the
his brother was a little bit better looking than him, though.
Because
I'm gonna put pictures up.
in the demon realm, not good food over there, just working out.
But no protein. He's gotta have protein, man. He's lean.
Alright. Well, I think now will be a good transition to The Last of Us, which Allie only
yeah.
watched a few episodes of the first season, but she watched the season 2 episode.
Yes. I was like, I gotta be on the same page. To some degree. But I'm here
Reno.
to be educated, more or less.
Reno, did you enjoy the opening recap?
I enjoyed the recap because I had to freshen up from the last season anyway, and just by watching those little tidbits, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I do remember that. And the first season was really good. I think it was a little slow for me in the beginning, but I did enjoy it all the way through. And I think it's kind of the same with this one. Is now they've been in this town for a while, so you could tell that since he lied to her in the last one that there's a rift and stuff, and especially like at the dance when she told him to fuck off, basically.
Yeah, no, that part was funny in the game too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I never played the game, so I don't really know the story or anything. So
You never watched it or anything, or?
I've never watched it or played any of it.
I thought you did.
Because PlayStation just came out. PlayStation just let Steam have it on their site, and the game is still pretty expensive, so I'm not gonna buy it. But I mean, I do want to play that game.
But they just released another version of it.
I know.
Where they put the two games together.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, something like that.
I guess though that in the game, the zombies it's an airborne thing. But it's still a fungus, but it's an airborne fungus where in the show it's in the ground, and it's a growing fungus.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I mean, in the game there's whole segments where you have to put your gas mask on in certain areas because there's so many spores in the air that will infect you, and if you don't have your mask, then I forget how exactly it works. It's been a while since I played or watched it. But they would have to. It would slowly damage you if you didn't have your mask on.
Okay, but the first episode it was good. There's the build up, so that the guy, he's just a real brutal killer, and then there's this new girl that wants to kill him now because he basically killed that person that's probably like a mother to her or raised her in that thing. So now it's like the roles are kind of switched, because in the beginning of the last one, he was the one who was all pissed off because his family died, and then he found this girl, and then now she's family, and so I don't know who the real bad guys are going to be, because those other the fireflies might be the good guys, or they might try to capture that girl again, or whatever's gonna happen.
Well, it's kind of fun that you guys didn't that neither of you have watched or played the game, because you guys are about to be an emotional train wreck.
We'll see if I watch it. It's very long.
Well, it shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad now. Well, I mean, you still have to catch up on the other episodes, I guess, but it's a weekly series, so you only have to watch. Hey, Chance. And so, just talking about The Last of Us. What was that, Allie?
It just takes a really long time, like an hour, to go through one episode, and they have like talking scenes that are like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
all right.
that's-
I mean,
Alright.
the first season was like there was a couple episodes where I was just watching at the gym, and then I would like not watch it for a while, and I'd be like, "Oh damn, I forgot what happened." So it wasn't a show that I could just sit and watch and watch and watch, because some of it you really have to pay attention to. Because so sometimes I'd be watching it and drawing, and I'm all, "Oh crap, I just missed a whole big old long lecture thing that I should have watched."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really have to pay attention to that show when I watch it.
I have not.
Yeah.
I think a lot more people, because for the longest time it was a PlayStation exclusive, so a lot of people I think more so watched walkthroughs of it than actually played it. But yeah, no,
yeah,
I
it
mean,
might be one of those games that people are like, I just watch. It's like a show, right? I mean, if you watch it.
yeah, pretty much, except with gameplay.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of damn. Oh no, that's just a lie. I was like, there's no way I'm actually that dark now, am I?
You're a little whitey boy, aren't ya?
Oh, under my shirt, damn. The 4K really showed it off.
Yeah,
Or I think these are 4K cameras, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what
they're
it
pretty
says on it.
crisp. We need a
like-
background, man. I'm tired of staring at your boxes.
I'll work on it. But yeah, no. So the thing in the opening for the show. I mean, it's very easy to tell where it's going, and it's going to suck when it gets there, because there is definitely going to be new characters that we're probably going to follow.
Oh yeah, I figured there was
Reno's
because
background feels chroma keyed. What's chroma keyed?
I have no idea.
I have a blur on.
I don't even know. I'm scared to look it up. Should I look it up?
Is it slang?
Oh, it's just blurry.
Oh yeah.
Slang for blurry. Just say blurry. Why do you have to come up with a new word for blurry?
And it's not even an easy word.
Before we
Yeah.
get too far, Chance, what'd you think of Devil May Cry?
Cool.
Oh,
Chroma
I
key
see.
is a color replacer, like for green screen.
Why?
Because-
Why did you love it?
Yes. Why did you love it?
You need more. More
More.
passion.
More passion, more energy.
I'm waiting for a paragraph.
While he types that,
Um,
the show's
either or.
show. Well, yes, you're over. But we're primarily talking about the anime. What's it called? Ali, while he types out his paragraph, what did you think of the new, after 1 week of the Marvel Rivals update?
I haven't played a whole lot, but I mean, I feel like Bronze is really competitive right now, just because everyone
Yeah,
got dropped that were fighting in Plat. So
Yeah.
it's like some games are really bad, some games are really good.
All the
And
toxic black
that's
players.
the
are
competitive
back.
side. So I mean that is what it is. So even like quick plays have been a little spicy.
I thought I liked it. It was a different direction from the mainline games, but overall I did like the references that was shown. That, and it was nice hearing Kevin Conroy's voice one last time.
Oh yeah, that's the guy who played the vice president.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he passed away.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anyone.
Is there any of those same voice actors that were in the video game that were in the anime? I thought someone was.
He was the voice of Batman in the animated series. You okay there, Rena?
Oh, I was looking up
Your eyes are really wide.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like, and then you start going. I'm like, Rena, is this how it ends on the podcast?
Talking about Devil May Cry.
Devil, imagine. See him. At least I want to be here to call the ambulance for him, even though he probably wouldn't let them take him.
Yeah, probably not.
Like, no, not $10,000. Nah.
But anyways, we can talk about, I guess, back to the actual storyline of the game. While we look up some information on like voice actors.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the story for The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you want to know? You got all the way to the third episode, right? You saw the nice love story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of it.
I skipped through the fourth one because I was like, this is taking too long.
I can tell you're really not built for
Long form content.
Yeah, long form content. I love long form content.
I'm getting water.
Like a lot of people hate those 50-minute videos. I love them. Give it something to watch. That might be leftover mentality from working graveyard shift. Like you just need something nice and long to watch every night, huh, Reno?
Well, I watched this series, and I hate it when they just end a series on a cliffhanger because they canceled the shows. I like to see something with an actual ending.
They would never do that, Reno.
But I mean,
Never.
I really can't play games like that anymore. I really can't sit and play
Like
Final
storyline?
Fantasy games anymore. Yeah, I can't read it. I start falling asleep because it just gets tiresome. I need some action, just like when I was playing Devout.
Mm-hmm.
About
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline is really interesting, but I was starting to fall asleep when when it's those long conversations, and then then I'm just clicking buttons because I just want the conversation to be over. So just clicking.
I don't
clicking,
mind
clicking.
relationship development taking a while or like conflict between characters, but like the overall conflict, I just wanted to get there, be like, this is what we're fighting for, and then them trying to problem solve. Or if there's like a mystery, like they're like, oh, this is the mystery, we're gonna like go down the list of things, and it's engaging you, not just them talking about like in the first episode they were just talking about like the map, like, and that kid was sitting on his lap and he was talking to him. I'm like, that is unnecessary. They can talk about the conflict between them, and then they can move to the next scene. Like, I don't need all that. I just don't.
Where they're showing that he has compassion.
Yeah, I don't care about.
He was telling him that we need to shoot the monster.
I don't care about compassion. I want death, murder, fight.
Yes.
Probably why she liked Seven Deadly Sins so much.
Yeah, that's why I like anime, because it just happened so fast. Things happened quicker.
Character development and death. I'm already excited for season 2 of Devil May Cry, since we've gotten a few teasers from the official music video of Afterlife by how do you say that name? I guess that's a band.
Ever since.
Ever since.
Yeah, it's a rock band.
They're probably the ones that did the amazing.
I can see it in my head, but I can't. I can't pronounce.
They're probably the ones that did the amazing. What's it called? Intro that you did not skip a single time.
No,
Do you not know that song?
That's Limp Bizkit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
is
yeah.
that? Oh, I didn't know. I didn't pay that close attention to the intro like you did. So.
Oh well, I've listened to that song like a
Since.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Because
popular.
I have that CD.
Go get it.
What's a CD?
You don't. Right there.
The CD's all the way in my other office. So.
What's a CD? Seriously, what's a CD?
It's a disc.
Well, it's a cylinder that's flat that has rainbow colors on it that only one side can be read, and you plop it in, a little laser reads it. Right, Reno, you should describe it more. Right.
Yep. And it usually has artwork on it.
What happens when it gets scratched, Reno? What happens?
Then it skips. That's why you have the CD, and then once you have the CD, you don't feel bad about downloading the music because you already had the CD.
So, is that how you feel now?
Now? No, I don't have to buy music anymore because I have Apple Plus.
Well, the world has
It's all about streaming now and hard drives.
Yeah, I mean,
lots and lots of hard drives.
Yeah, now you don't have to buy music because if you have Apple Plus, you pay that monthly subscription, and that's how you have it now.
Dude, what happens when you don't have it? Your music goes poof. You'd have your CDs to back you up.
Oh
well,
yes, because
I still have all the CDs.
It's not like CDs can't get. Well, this term wouldn't be corrupted, but like go bad. CDs can go bad too.
Yeah, well, we used to always say warped back in the day.
Warped. Yeah.
Yep, warped.
That's so warped.
That's so warped. Like, gosh.
The CD got warped because everybody listens to CDs in their car. Cars get hot. Your CD would.
Love that.
Well,
yeah, it's definitely.
Fuck you, bot. Viewers, my ass. And the right person, right?
Yeah.
So the CD, the CD that song was on was called Chocolate Starfish and a Hot Dog Flavored Water.
Nice.
What? Hot dog water. Hot dog, diggity dog. I can't sing the rest of that because it's bad words.
I guess copyrighted.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I literally got us copyrighted because I said the same verse over and over again. I feel like if you try to sing like the actual song,
we are too small to get copy strike. We get copyrighted, but we don't get striked.
Nice. But
love that for us.
wait, serious? Yeah, Chance. I don't think you were there, but when we were playing Marvel Rivals one night, I just kept singing, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business.
Okay. Whoa.
And our VOD on Twitch got copyright strike or whatever, claimed. Yeah, the copyright claimed it and took all the sound away from our VOD. Luckily, if you still download it, Allie was still able to hear it. But like, if you watched it on Twitch, it had no sound because they claimed it.
That one game you play?
Which one?
GTA.
Yeah.
It copyrighted the car music.
Oh, really?
The music that you were playing in your car. I was like, why is this? What's going on? And it said like the song, and there was like 7 of them, and it showed me which one I was looking at them. I was like, Interesting. Good to know.
Well, Chance, it's really all platforms. I mean, YouTube does it too. But
Hmm.
when I first started, when I was doing the uploading for stuff, I don't know if
You
Alex
can go around it by just leak.
Huh?
What?
What? Huh?
I was gonna say there is a way you could get around it by putting like your different like your audio outputs and putting one to music and making sure that doesn't go into your pod whenever you get done. It won't record it, so people will play music during their stream but not after. It won't show up and when you
I just won't play my music in the car.
Yeah, you can turn it
But I
on.
haven't even been
yeah.
streaming that lately. So
So,
Hmm.
but yeah, I was gonna say is like back when I was uploading the videos and like watching for like copyright stuff or whatever. But like when we were doing our podcast, this was years ago now. We would just put images up, or like when Reno would edit, he put images up or like little bits of trailers. Netflix is the biggest asshole.
yeah,
Disney
Netflix did not like that.
Disney would do copyright claims on our videos, but they'd let them go after, like they would release it after like a day. They'd be like, "Oh well, never mind, this isn't." So Disney was always nice. It was just Netflix that was a bitch,
Hmm.
and I think HBO. But yeah,
Yeah. I try to like cut up the trailers so they can't like track it like by their software.
oh yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of tricks to it. It was just funny to see what companies were pricks and not.
Yeah, especially it's just a trailer.
Everyone can see it.
Yeah, it's a
It's
trailer
not like
that.
we're publishing your movie or something.
Well, and we weren't. I think the funny thing is, most of the times we weren't even talking bad about the show, so they were just destroying.
Well, it was
Facebook.
He-Man. We were talking about.
Well, yeah, that show had nothing good talked about it. That show definitely was not good, or it had anything good talked about it. But yes, all the other shows that we talked about, we were positive about.
Oh, bye, Reno.
Oh, Reno, why am I'm on your screen now.
Hi, Reno.
Reno, what happened to Reno?
Oh.
Hello.
His camera disconnected. Oh well.
Well, we're probably getting ready to.
Am I-
Alright, well, yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, I think that's all we
What
got for
was
this
your?
week.
Wait. I have one more question. What is the next episode gonna look like for The Last of Us?
It all depends on how fast they want to move it, like along. Cause
Well, that girl makes it to the town, so they know where he's at. So.
yeah. Well, no, and I just don't know how fast. Cause like in The Last of Us, the first season, like that whole love thing that they did with those two characters never happened in the game like that. In the game, your Ellie and Joel go to the what's it called? They get to that guy. He's still alive. Forget what his name is right now off the top of my head. It's not Fred, is it?
Mike and something.
Yeah. Anyway, the prepper guy. They run into him, and then he's like, he's still alive, and the other guy's not there. And they need a vehicle, and he's like, well, I can help you out, but we have to go here to get a car battery. And they're just like, oh, okay, well, you have to like Bill, yeah. So you have to escort Bill through like this whole segment, and it's a lot happens, and then at the end of that,
So he's looking for car battery again, or is that just the season one?
no, this is season 1. Because Allie's asking what the seasons are like, the episode's going to look like. I'm trying to explain like how like season 1. It's hard to tell because it depends.
You're talking about the next first season 2.
No, they're not looking for a car battery.
We're backtracking.
Yeah, we're backtracking, and that whole. I'm just showing like that whole segment happens, but in the show they made that whole they made a whole side episode of them being lovers and then killing themselves.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it really
um,
depends on how they want,
that's
how
it.
fast they want each
And the
to
other
be.
thing is, I think I read that they're supposed to turn, because they covered the entire first game in season 1, but they talked about how they want to pretty much they're going to try to milk it, and they're going to turn the second game into 2 seasons.
Oh,
Okay. So there's only 2 games then.
Yeah, there's Last of Us and Last of Us 2.
2.
And then there was a DLC which they for the first game, which added like a secondary. It showed how Ellie got bit originally. Yeah, and that's what the what's it called? They made that a whole episode in the season 1 as well. So
Mhm.
yeah. So it just depends on how they want to, make it, like how they want to tell the story, how fast they want to tell the story. If they're trying to turn it into 2 seasons, then it's probably going to be drawn out a lot more, and they're probably going to have a lot more side characters that they'll introduce that weren't even there in the first game, or they might just try to, like what they did in the first season with the love story. It's going to be a whole like side thing, like a whole episode to itself, and then they'll add other stuff to it and whatnot. Or again, and Allie won't even like recognize this, but like in Kansas City when they were like being chased by the people, none of that is in the game. Like, well, they're fighting bandits and raiders, like a group of bandits and raiders, but they have like there's no like development of their story in the game. Like you don't follow, this is the lady, or again, Allie doesn't. She hasn't watched those episodes yet, so we'll get there though. We'll get there. She'll catch up slowly over time. Maybe by next week.
So they're gonna try to have 3 seasons, right? That's their.
I believe so. That's what they're going to try to turn it into. 2 seasons out of the game 2. And yeah, I don't really know how it's going to end, because it's a pretty sad ending for the game 2. You guys are in for a train. You guys are in for a fucking train wreck.
Maybe I should play. Maybe I should play the game.
I mean, is it on Steam? Is the second one on Steam? No, the first one is.
Maybe it'd be interesting to like play it as the show progresses, maybe, or like
The
play
Last of
little
Us Part
bits
2
of it.
remastered. I mean, especially for like you or Reno, because neither of you have played it or even watched it. Like I've played it and I watched YouTube walkthroughs of it. So like but for you two, it'd be a whole surprise. It'd be like, oh my. So
yeah.
But
You're gonna be playing For Honor?
I'll be playing For Honor right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, you don't have to end the streaming. You can just change the whatever.
No.
It looks like you can do a little outro though, or we can do it later. But yeah, Joyce is in your gaming chat.
Yeah, he's been waiting for me. Who wants to go watch more Centurions punch people?
But yeah, if you guys like have any other discussions or video game updates, games that you guys are like, oh, this is cool, any animes or shows, etc., etc., you can go over to our YouTube page, and there's gonna be, the VOD will be up on there for our podcast, so you can just put it in the comment section. And then we always do it. It's been kind of going on Thursdays, but usually it's Friday.
Because someone has to build a
Nice.
chicken coop.
Yeah, it's only off tomorrow because it's Easter this Sunday, so they gave a Good Friday off.
Ah,
Oh yeah, true. Happy Easter, everyone. By the way, we'll
happy
probably
Easter.
tomorrow.
Don't
but,
worry, Joycer. I'm coming, Mr. John Dip 1.
But yeah. So yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to, obviously I'm going to keep going. I'm going to be switching this on over to, for Anna, I'm going to be playing more Centurion and beating the shit out of people. Have fun
Alright,
with
thanks,
that.
Chance,
Thanks
for
for
stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by and having fun with us. Hope you guys will tune in next week for our continued podcast. We're gonna try to cover more anime and other fun topics. It's always a good time here, so be sure to
Oh, send me that link.